George Barner, a leadership consultant, once said that vision is foresight based on insight with the benefits of hindsight. And with that, I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of The Katalyst. I'm your host, Timi Pudie, and we are going to be looking at the subject, vision. What is vision? Some people call it vision, some call it dreams. There are a lot of definitions, but I definitely love George Barner's definition that is foresight, insight, and hindsight. Some others say it's a mental picture of a desired future. But my particularly best definition is simply the fact that vision is sight. And it makes me ask you one question today. What do you see? When you look into your future, what do you see? When you try to think about your tomorrow, what do you see? Two people standing on the same ground looked on the floor. One saw clay, one saw dirty soil. He said, "This is just filth." Another looked and what he saw was the materials for building a castle. Two people went into a forest. One saw trees and said, "These things are just ugly." Another said, "I see materials for building the best furniture in the world." When you look, what do you see? We are raised in Africa by default to look at things just the way they are. But people who go far in life are those who master the art of seeing things not just the way they are, but seeing them for the way they can become. And seeing like that is tied to your vision. In this series, we're not just going to talk about what vision is. We are going to go a bit further. We're going to look at what vision is not. We're going to look at the dimensions of vision. We're also going to look at how to implement vision. We're also going to look at how to communicate vision to the people that you lead. And most importantly, we're going to look at how to live your vision and make it a reality. But I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to ask you some simple questions. How many times have you taken thought of this question of vision? Do you have a vision for your life well written down somewhere? Can you simply articulate it? Can you tell anybody that comes to you, can you tell them where you see yourself 5 years, 10 years from now? What is this thing called vision for your life? Can you confidently say that you are running with a vision for your life right now? I don't know if you have the correct answer to all of these questions. And by the way, there is really no correct answer. Do you even have an answer to these questions? If you don't, well, be my guest, because on this series for the next few weeks, we are going to keep talking about this subject of vision. And when we're done, it is my hope, my prayer, my aspiration that you will find the specific vision for your life and live life to the fullest. I'll be back after this break. I'm going to leave you this week with a few questions. Do you have a vision for your life carefully articulated? What I mean is the vision for your life written down? Can you say it if I ask you right now? Do you have written down on paper somewhere where you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Do you have written down what you see yourself doing in that 5 years' time? Beyond the normal things that life just happens. I go to school, I graduate, I get married, I get a job. No, life is more than that. If you don't, I encourage you, find a vision. Find the vision for your life. If you're not sure about how to go about it, then stay tuned to this program week in, week out as we continue this series. The next time when we meet, I'm going to take on the dimension of what vision is not and then help us step into the arena of how to find this vision for your life. Until the same time when we meet again, I remain your host, Timi Pudie, saying you will definitely make it and we shall meet at the very top. Have a wonderful week.